Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, that's probably 7 million bucks right there. Welcome to Crested Butte. Nobody here. There is nobody here. And just look at that beautiful view of the Butte. That balcony is dynamite right there. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing. We got Rubert, Beesky Meesky. Well, folks, the road trip begins. We got the frunk loaded up. Discs, shoes, hiking shoes. I pack way too much stuff. Goodness gracious. Alrighty, so we are loaded up. I got a one-up rack on the back. So this might be able to give you a little heads up. One-up rack fits absolutely stunningly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mountain bike, road bike. We are absolutely packed the McGillicuddies. We're bringing my pup. We're bringing food, skateboard, surf skate, coolers, all the nines right here. We're going to, of course, be covering that cover, which is really nice with that slant, just being able to stack it up a little bit more. Inside, of course, I mean, it depends on how many passengers you have. I pack way too much stuff, but again, food, video creation stuff. Anyway, I got a U-Haul blanket right over here for the pup. That is the double seat that folds down. This is the single seat that folds down. And then, of course, there is storage underneath as well if you do need it. So she'll lay down right here. Absolutely fantastic. Stacking this thing to the McGillicuddies, and we're looking good. Okay, so this will be her little jump-in spot right here. And some travel essentials. Number one, all-weather floor mats. Definitely a big, big thumbs up in my book. And road trip essentials. Do not forget your adapter, because if there are no Tesla superchargers, you will need an adapter for a level 2, which most hotels have level 2, but you will need your adapter. Do not forget that. Also, I got coffee right there. We got hand sanitizer spray, which I'm gonna top off before we do go. Definitely a thumbs up in my book, especially where I live in the country. Alrighty, pushing off for the road trip. Last night it said $299. I finished up the full charge, 100% battery. It said $299, now it's $295 this morning. All right, just a little heads up for you here. If you are gonna be using a bike rack or even a tailgate pad, full self-driving is unavailable because of the rear view camera is oculated. I don't know if that means because I widened the angle. We'll play around with that, we'll keep you posted. But regardless, that would be the same thing if you had a tail pad on there with the bikes laying over the back or a rack. What's nice is you can still see. I'll show you, but navigation is showing where I live, so let me get a little bit away from where I live, and then I will show that to you. By the way, if you are not hip to the flip-on one-up racks, they are absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. I got mine, it's a 2-bike one-up rack. I got it from their actual website, and they actually have this like category. You might have to filter it, you might have to check back on it, but the category is like returns. Like it might be a demo, it might be a return, it might have a few scratches. I don't know if they call it the garage sale, but I think I got my rack like 150, 180. I don't think it was 200 off, but it was a significant discount. The black one, heavy duty 2-bike rack that I wanted, and I know I saved a lot of money. It looked condition 9.99 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful rack. So just a little heads up on that one. Also, as we get this road trip underway, you are in the market for a Tesla truck, a Tesla SUV, car, use my referral link, top link in the description box below this video, as well as comments. I purchased this Cybertruck using someone else's referral link, and I got $250 credits for accessories, I think some software upgrades. So if you're a first-time Tesla owner using that referral link, you'll get, if you buy the Cybertruck or Model S or Model X, you'll get $250 credits. If you get the Model Y or Model 3, currently that promo is giving you 3 months of FSD for free using my link below, once again, and in the comments. Also, if you're in the market for, because I live in the country, if you're in the market for Starlink internet, absolutely killer referral link. You get 1 month free. I get 1 month free. If you get residential, that's 120 bucks free using my Starlink referral link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and crank this up. The bikes look good on the back. Let's proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, I definitely will testify what the Lord has done. That time is not this precise moment, but I'm just filling up with tears of joy. Been a long time coming. Power of prayer, power of persistent prayer, power of patience, power of waiting upon the Lord. Be strong and courageous. Yes, wait patiently on the Lord. Wait patiently on the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord. We are starting our trip up to somewhere beautiful. An absolutely beautiful view of the Front Range, but we are going to even more beauty. Stay on tuned. Some people weren't meant for life on the road. I set her up all in the back, beautifully laid down seats, nice soft blanket, and she's like, nope, I want to sit up front. Luckily, she doesn't scratch with her, she's very delicate, but she walked on the center console. I was like, no! Anyway, her nails aren't too sharp, praise the Lord. Alrighty, this is the stretch. Obviously, you already know where I'm going from the title of the video, so I might as well reveal it. I kind of always forget about that, but anywho, we are going up through Manitou in just a splitsy. There is incline, kind of hard to see with this camera, but incline is a gnarly trek trail. I have a vlog of that. That should already be up on the channel. On a side note, again, we got the road bike, we got the mountain bike in the back. We are going to be driving by, it's not Dave's, Rudy's barbecue. It's good barbecue, but what was that one? What was the place in Dallas? Teddy White's? No, is it Teddy White's? Let me see. No, Teddy Black barbecue, right there in not downtown, near downtown, but Deep Elm, by Good Surf Wave, where my brother and I went to stretch the legs. I highly recommend doing that, especially if you want to get out of the cold. There's Rudy's barbecue right there. There's also a gas station. And then Red Rocks mountain biking is right behind there. And then also in front of us too, a couple different ways you can get into the trail system. There's incline, if you can see it, just straight up the mountain. Pretty gnarly little trail. This is what's cool about Manitou. You cross through some of these red rocks, as well as some of that trail system I mentioned, Red Rocks. Manitou's a cool little town. Our good buddy that mountain bikes and surfs with us, Pastor Jay, if you're watching this, hello to you. Driving by your Crizzy area. There's Manitou. You can see that a lot better right now. That little cut trail right in the middle of that mountain, straight to the top. There's literally steps. It's like being on an elliptical, but even worse. Not to mention you're at elevation as well. Also, we are literally going to be driving by Divide, Colorado. So after we get up through Manitou here, we enter into Woodland Park. Beautiful area. There should be some changing of leaves, I believe, in Woodland Park, because obviously it's a little bit more up into like the Front Range, and then it gets sometimes a little bit more chillier at night. And then what happens there is the leaves change when it's a little bit more chillier. We got a little changing of colors through the canyon here. I'll show you that to you, but we're on the very front part. Now, where we're going, Crested Butte, Colorado. I've never been. I've only been in the wintertime. It's an absolutely beautiful little town. Now, unfortunately, well, fortunately, but unfortunately, I'm doing 75 hard, so I cannot go back to Secret Stash. That pizza joint is amazing, but I can't eat pizza because I'm on 75 hard fitness challenge right now, and I take my challenges very seriously. For instance, last night I had to pack, but I had to get my second 45-minute workout in, plus I had to read. I could have been in bed a lot quicker. Anyway, so Crested Butte has live cameras, and it's starting to change really nicely there. We're going to be there for 3 nights, going with the Fam Jam. Don't know if the downhill terrain park is open anymore, only on the weekends. They might close it down for the week. Today is Monday. We'll figure that out. But good news, we are going to be going through Salida, Colorado. Now, if the water level was pumping, I would have brought my board. Probably should have brought my board anyway, but it's just a lot more gear to carry around. And the water level is not very high in Salida. Like, it just pushes you out. I think they're like 285 right now. Pueblo is like under 300 as well. So that's kind of a bummer. But Salida has superchargers. We're going to charge for free. And then, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. We're going to go through Divide, Colorado. That's where I got Bria. That's before I lived in Colorado, so I actually came out here for a trip, picked her up, flew back with her on Frontier Airlines. I paid the dog fee and put her in a very small little carrier. She slipped underneath the front seat. They're very strict on those rules. I was super worried about it, but she didn't make one peep. I was thrilled. I got on that plane ride sweating bullets. Luckily, it was right in the middle of COVID time. So the plane was like half empty. I sat down next to some people, asked the stewardess, hey, could I move to an empty row? She's like, absolutely. We moved, bada bing, bada boom. Anyway, what I'm getting at is good buddy, mountain biker, as well as surfer as well, buddy Coleman. If you are seriously interested in a Labradoodle or a full purebred Labrador, his father-in-law breeds them up at his house in Divide, Colorado, and Coleman does the marketing for them. If you are serious, you can message me and I'll put you in contact with him. I think they do at least 1 litter a year, maybe 2 litters a year. And obviously they have excellent, you know, like breeding health regiments where after so many litters, etc. So anyway, Berea is an absolute incredible healthy dog. Thank you, Jesus. But again, I flew in, drove up with my family, picked up Berea, drove back, stayed with them for about a week and a half when she was just a little pup, and then jumped on a plane back to California. Was in California with her for several months and then moved out to Colorado. That's a long story in itself, but my folks were out there in California as well, so they road trip back with her. I moved with a moving truck. That's another story for another time, my friend. So up in the hill, are some trees starting to change, some aspens. But again, closer to Crested Butte, you're gonna get more changing. They actually call it leaf peeping. We normally do a fall bike ride. It's absolutely, well, we do several fall bike rides. There's a great trail system up here in Woodland Park, but we are on the very front part of the changing of the leaves. So we're gonna get the very first pop. Sometimes it pops early, sometimes it pops late. My brother and his wife are gonna get up here next week and they're gonna be like, mwah. There's also a road biking ride I'd like to do as well. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed. Vale Pass. I've done one side, but I wanna tackle the more intense climb side that goes from west to east. Yep, a couple little nuggets right up there in the canyon. So yeah, we're gonna have some change. We're gonna have some change of color, which is gonna be absolutely beautiful. And sometimes it goes fast. So currently it is September 22nd, the first day of fall. Ladies and gentlemen, not to mention the first at sundown today is the Jewish New Year. Like for instance, here's just a random tree right in the middle of the divide. That's just full color. So happy Jewish New Year. That's at sundown tonight, Rosh Hashanah. And then we have, today is officially the first day of fall. Another Starbucks, that's a new one over there, Woodland Park. Now, if you were not aware, look at the Walmart sign, if you can see that, it's green. So Woodland Park is so strict that they said, okay, you can have a Walmart, but it can't be blue and beige. It has to be green. It has to blend in with the scenery. They also have a really nice Goodwill right up here past the Walgreens, where back when I was hustling reselling a lot more, I found 2 baseball bats in that Goodwill. Oh, one of them was worth like $350 and I paid like $6 for it or something like that. The other one was worth about, I think, 120 and made out like a bandit. I was so blessed by that. Thank you, Lord. There it is. It's actually behind the Goodwill. Also a really nice Natural Grocers if you need to grab something before you head up for your road trip. It's a cool little section. This is actually the same way to go to Breckenridge. Look at, we got some pop, we got some Papa color, we got some Papa color. Oh, more Papa color. Look at this. So there's the groves, there's these sections up in the mountains right here, as you can see, and these are like halfway turned. When they are fully turned, it is unreal. Oh, there's definitely some Papa color through here. Because what happens is, yeah, see, they're about 50% turned right now, but still beautiful. But like that whole section right there is all aspens. Now, here we go right over here. Let me see if I can get you this shot. These are full pops right here. That is full pop when they just look like they're on fire. Like a little section right there a little bit. But if the weather dips, it literally can like go from green to full pop within like a night or two. It gets pretty wild. Yeah, there's a lot of color through here. I'm just gonna enjoy this a little bit. Alrighty, coming up to Lake George. Lake George has a little small lake over here to the left if you're going this direction. Also has a really nice disc golf course. I believe there are definitely some campground areas, some like small little cabins you can rent up this direction. Not much to do here, but a cutesy little town if you wanted to pop in. A little bit of color back there, but this right here is a really nice section as you're pushing into the turnoff for left, Salida, right, Buena Vista. You're coming down the little pass here. It just looks off into the distance out there. It's just beautiful. A little tricky to see with this camera, but what looks like bare rocks where the sun is hitting those mountains in the background, that is actually beautiful changing tree colors, high altitude aspen trees. Beautiful. It just looks like cressets of gold. And these are the Mount Collegiate Mountains. They're all 14,000 plus foot mountains, named after, like, you know, Harvard and all that other stuff. That is a mountain biking trail area right over here to our right, dropping into Buena Vista. There you can see off in the distance the gold up in the mountains, baby. Look at that. So we're coming up into a little area here where you branch off right to Buena Vista, left to Salida. We don't have that much further to go, but a little bit till we get to Salida. Technically Poncha Springs for the Tesla supercharger. Alrighty, if you're looking for the superchargers, obviously just go off of your navigation, but it is a little bit weird, to be honest with you. They're like stuck over here in the corner. There's actually a disc golf course over here, which is absolutely fantastic. But again, so here's this like canyon here, and I think the disc golf course is literally just right over there. I think this is the same street you actually turn for the disc golf course. Let's see, I might actually throw a few discs, go take Bria for a little walk. So this is Poncha Springs, and good news, like a half mile backwards, there's actually some nice color. Half mile backwards, they're actually selling Palisade peaches. We are looking absolutely fantastic. This one is 150 kW max. The one in Frisco is actually 325 or something like that. It's super beefy. So we're gonna go ahead and juice up here. Let's see, what does it have me at? It has me at 80%, only 25 minutes. That should go down. We'll probably just juice up. I actually have the mileage to get all the way to Crested Butte, but we might as well have enough juice for the way back because there's no Tesla superchargers in Crested Butte. There's level 2s, but obviously that costs money. This is free, so I'll take a little bit of time and chislax a little bit. There's not too many stalls here. Here, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 stalls back over here. And I had to jimmy rig my bike right between the chargers. These cords need to be longer. Elon, if you watch this video, these things need to be like retractable a little bit. They need to have a little bit more juice. I've noticed that just by using a couple superchargers. There's not enough, especially if you have a bike rack back there. Like if there was somebody parked over there, I'm all wanky danky trying to get to that. So this hose needs to be like another 4 feet easy. So you know, why don't you go ahead and improve that if you wouldn't mind there. Anywho, looking good, feeling good. We got ourselves 25 minutes. I thought that should go down, but looks like it's holding at 25. So again, just a little off like a residential road right here. We got some leaves turning colors right here. The disc golf course might be the next entrance over there. Obviously, no trespassing. Let's go take a little gander here. Might be a road down over here. These are private houses over yonder here. A lot of no trespassing signs. We won't go down over here, but look at this old building right here. That thing's kind of cool. A lot of birds chirping, but oh man, it would be beautiful with the leaves changing. It's a beautiful temperature right now too. Play some discs out there yonder. I mean, it's literally right there. I think it might be down the road just a little bit, like one more turn in back over there. But all the Tessies over here. You got the Mount Collegiates over there yonder. Sun popping over there. There is a little gas station over here. But I went to another bathroom over there. Come on, baby. Let's go. Bree is having a good old time. Let's go walk down here a little bit. I like to skateboard, but she might run into someone's yard, so got to be a little careful about that one. I know you guys have seen these before, but how cool is this? This is an old newspaper thing, and they turned it into the Tin Man. Look at with its arms and then his little tin hat. And this is take a book, leave a book. some interesting books in here. There's one, Me and White Supremacy. I don't know about that one. I don't know about all of that one. Crazy. Maybe we might stay away from those books, huh, Bria? So we didn't go through the main town of Salida. We're just on the outskirts, but like the Salida wave and everything is kind of more in town over that direction. There's a highway that runs in. But here's some beautiful foliage right over down here yonder. Cute little neighborhood. Go for a little mosey, little walkabout. Oh, I didn't bring a bag. I got a paper towel on me, but that's kind of nasty. Hopefully she doesn't go with number 2. Well, a little bit more time than I wanted to, but we got 321 on it. We boosted it up up to 100. Let that give it a go. Took Bria for a little bit more walk. Went to the bathroom one more time. There's actually a really nice cafe right behind us over here. Little deli, clean bathrooms. Let's proceed. Now, if you're not used to the Tesla app or Tesla charging, what was really cool was I was walking Bria. I looked on my app and it said it was done, but it only went up to 80%, meaning 80% of my battery capacity. So I actually toggled it on my walk to 100, and so that is absolutely a fantastic feature because I wanted more miles, and since I was still going to be walking and had to go to the bathroom, that was at least 10 more minutes, and supercharging for the win for sure. Goodness gracious. I think I put on, let's see, I was down to like, I think 170 miles, went up to 326 or something like that in a matter of like less than 30 minutes. I mean, just phenomenal. Not to mention for free, because I took new inventory. That's a win in my book, folks. That's a win in my book. Stopped over here to give Bree a little water. Forgot to give her some water. We got a nice little patch here as we enter up into Monarch Pass. So this is actually the area where you would pull over for chains. We're going to roll down the window here in just a second, put on some air. A little bit of rain here. I'm going to push on up. Oh yeah, we got some nice poppy colors. So look at this. We call them gold veins. Absolutely stunning. I remember my first time ever seeing colors like this going by Vail. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. I hope my folks came down this direction. Look at that poppy color. We're looking absolutely phenomenal. Oh yeah, so you know it's dipping down pretty chilly. Crested Butte's low is actually supposed to get down to like 32, like it could literally snow. So again, this is the time, late September, first couple days of October. You just find your bike rides, you do road biking, you do mountain biking. Another beautiful spot I've been to. You can see the photos on Instagram if you go back actually quite a while, like 2019. I went out to Twin Lakes. That's out by Frisco area. Absolutely incredible fall foliage. I mean, just incredible. Because what happens is the aspen trees are intertwined in these like little enclaves in the pine trees. Just look up on top of that mountain right there and you're gonna see just gold veins. Beautiful. And then these veins are just gonna be absolutely incredible in like another a week. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. As we come around this bend, look at the gold veins on that hill in front of us out there. Goodness gracious. This is only 25% lit up. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be absolutely incredible. Here we go, baby. Fall colors, baby. Look at Auburn up there, popping right there. Green, Auburn, yellow up there on that little mountain up there. Oh. Little heads up for you here. If you are going to Crested Butte, you definitely want to stop by the city market or the Safeway in Gunnison because there is no like full-on grocery store in Crested Butte. There's a small organic market, like a local market. Prices are going to be super high. I don't really need to stop for anything, but I'm going to pick up an extra spring mix because I wasn't able to fit it in the cooler. I don't know if it's going to go bad with the 4-hour drive. I'm also going to see if they have any Palisade peaches. Could use the bathroom. We still have 34 minutes to Crested Butte. Let's go. Right next to it is a Walmart. Sorry, it's behind us, and a Natural Grocers right there as well. In Gunnison on your way to Crested Butte, that's going to be the cheapest way because it is 37 minutes to the place where we're staying. So that's a little bit of a trek round trip if you need to go to a cheaper grocery store. Good old Crested Butte. It is a little drizzly this evening, but the rain should stop pretty soon, which is nice. Downtown is over here to our left. Watch your stop signs. It's a real beautiful town, but obviously with rain like this, it's going to be beautiful tomorrow and this evening. By the way, there's a lot of fall colors. I mean, it's popping. If you've never been to Crested Butte, downtown and all the eatery spots is kind of, it's not far away, but it's like 5, 6, 7 minutes away from if you're staying at a ski in, ski out place. So now I'm working my way up to the actual ski resort. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep, I remember these like multi-million-dollar chalets here on the edge. Goodness gracious, that's probably $7 million right there. Crested Butte is a very expensive place to live. I think it might be more than Vail, but we're working our way up. Yeah, some gigantor houses right there up on the hill. But just do keep that in mind. If you do stay in Crested Butte within a ski in, ski out place, you will have to drive to the eatery places downtown. I definitely recommend Secret Stash Pizza. And I forgot what it is. It's like something truffle pizza is like the best pizza. One of the best slices. Top 2 I think I've ever had. Bree and I getting a late night walk-in. This is the only time when 75 hard is inconvenient, when you don't get your walk-in or you're outside, because one of your workouts has to be outside despite the weather, and I just didn't have time to walk this morning. So we're walking this evening. Right now we're at the base of Crested Butte. This is where we went snowboarding and skiing. It's this whole like little village area through here. Dogs must be on leash at all times. We literally, that's the bunny slope right there where we went last time. A little bit muddy there. Let's go this way, baby. The main like village areas through here, but all this was, yeah, see, all this is now mountain bikes. This is, you know, turns into complete, you know, ski rentals, all that right there. A lot of bikes, free. Looks like they got some big old stash, probably lost and found. They're getting ready. Christie's Sports is in there. Day use lockers. So then this area, I'll get some shots during the daytime, but this is kind of like Mammoth Village, where they have like all these like downtown condos. Here's Christie's Sports right here. Sorry, I just don't want to shine the flashlight like into the actual buildings, but this is where we were walking down, and I have vlogs of that. That was January 2023. We came up here for, I think, a 3-nighter, and did some snowboarding. So I'll walk over here and let me show you over here real quick. I still actually have to do a whole nother workout after this as well. That's, again, the only time it's a little inconvenient. So this is kind of the really nice area here where you can get lift tickets. Got 10 Cup ice cream right here. So again, this is kind of like the village area, and this is the shoulder season with mountain biking kind of coming to a close. And then late, you know, fall peeping, all the kids are in school. It's like a ghost town around here. I personally love it. You know, nice little archways over there, lighting. These trees are going to go into full bloom here. But again, all these are kind of modeled after, or maybe Mammoth is modeled after this place, but kind of like the village vibe to it. Condos. Got some eateries here, but of course they're all shut down for the evening and not even 9 o'clock quite yet. You do have a hotel right across the way here. And again, this is all slam packed when it's actually, you know, in full blown winter season. They do have free bus transportation as well. That's where you get your like your lift tickets and so on and so forth there. And then you can pick up a little shuttle bus here. We'll go cruise around this area over here real quick. So this place is the Grand Lodge. They have a nice heated pool and jacuzzi over here. The Grand Lodge. Folks out and about right there. These might all these signs might be new since last time I was here. Last time we stayed, I think it was just up the street, and then one of these condos on the other side of this street right over here. So the ski mountain is literally obviously on the back side over here. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we stayed at a condo just literally right up some stairs right over here. And then you can walk this direction to hit the lifts. But a lot of condos up on the hill that you can't really see. But let's see here. We're 23 minutes in. Yeah, we need to go ahead and turn around because we don't want to do too long of a workout because we've already actually walked a little bit earlier today. But when you do 75 hard, I take my fitness challenges very seriously. Alrighty, back in here. I don't think that place is open. Looks shut down. Kind of looks like it's open, but maybe not. Let's see. Crested Butte, parking garage. But yeah, these are gorgeous. Bus right here. And then all these nice little rockers, places to sit down. This place is a ghost town. I mean, there might be some mountain bikers staying here, and maybe they're just chilling, hot tub. You know, at the Grand Lodge, there was actually some people, quite a few people actually. I've never eaten here at the 10 Cup ice cream shop, but I did see a golden doodle out here one afternoon after skiing. They were just chilling right here. Cute little tables and chairs. Grab yourself a nice coffee, a little ice cream, and then yeah, it looks like you can bring your dogs through here. You have to walk your mountain bikes if you're going to get paid for lift tickets to get your mountain bike up on the lift. I've never done that before. I've done Keystone, but we did not use the lift services. We actually did we? No, I think we did. At Keystone, I think we paid for a lift ticket. So you could actually like hook your bike. Yeah, and I rented a really nice downhill 29er mountain bike as well. Anyway, regardless, yeah, a little dark, but this is going to be absolutely stunning in the daytime. We got 3 nights here. We're going to go ahead, and I don't know if the lifts are operational for the weekdays. Again, I'm not exactly sure, but anywho, great to just kind of just cruise up here, check it out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Nice little expensive bike. Got your Crested Butte hoodie. Nice. And we're going to go ahead and walk another about 15 minutes back or so, ballpark, something like that. Just taking a nice little stroll through here. This place looked like it was open. Little eatery down below these little condos right here. What is this? Elevation Hotel and Spa. We have Jose's Modern Mexican. Looks like there's still some workers closing it down, but you know, a little bar in there. Dinner, but doesn't look like anyone's there. And it was 8:45 when I walked by it before, so kind of a ghost town. But you know what though? I've been in Avon, Beaver Creek on the shoulder season. I've been in downtown, but Vale Village, and that place is popping during the winter time. But if you hit it on the shoulder season, when kind of mountain biking, you know, because all the kids are back in school, summertime it's popping, but like when all the kids go back in school, and if you don't like crowds, man, go to Avon like the last week of September, the first couple days of October. Go to Vale Village. You might be able to get some killer deals, not to mention, where's this guy going? Not to mention not only some good deals, but some places to stay. And I mean, but again, there's like nobody there, you know, like barely anybody. So just depends on, you know, I mean, some restaurants, you know, are kind of like just shut down too. I mean, if you just kind of want the whole place yourself and just want to just chill, then definitely a nice spot to go. Alrighty, let's get Bria back. Yeah, this way walking back is a little bit interesting. There must be some looks like a couple supercars in that parking garage right there. We got a Porsche, not a Lambo, not really sure what that is. What's up, baby? Good girl. But again, that's all. Let's see, I don't know if that's the Village condos or not, but a lot of parking. Got a big old Sprinter van right there as well. I'll tell you what, my mom's cousin lived here back in the 70s. He just lived here and skied all the time. You're okay. It's just your shadow. All right, I better reel her in. Look at this place with the bike rack down here. Or maybe that's where you have to put your bike, but look at all those bikes. Very cool. All right, let's get it trekking. Glorious morning. So this is a 2-bedroom condo here downstairs, and you have a little patio area here, and then I have my little patio area down there with a slider, and then we have the view that I showed you this morning. Got a little jogger down here. It's an absolutely glorious morning. This building right here is a ghost town. So there's people over there by the lifts walking their pups, and then right around the corner from the patio is this glorious sunshine. Oh my goodness gracious. About 9 in the morning right now. Little brisk. Leaves are changing. Wow, there's like some new condominiums up there on the hill. Absolutely brand spanking new. Look at these huge decks right here. Again, this building is a ghost town over here. I don't think, like, maybe a few people are staying there, but just wild. So we're gonna take the pups for a little walk. And was raining last night a little bit, but it is blue sky and glorious this morning. No lifts right now that I see for the mountain bikers. So that might only be this coming up weekend. I might have missed the main portion of the season, but I didn't even know it was going, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and take these little girls for a walk, and we'll get some nice footy. Oh, a lot of people taking morning strolls. So this was all dark last night, so I couldn't see a thing. I walked around down there all the way around these buildings here to get to those lifts right there. Actually, a little bit further up, there's a lift literally right around the corner. I mean, this lift right there within 100 feet of the condo. So this is a great little spot for ski in, ski out. You literally could just come straight down here right into the parking lot, and there's where we parked right there. A lot of parking. Again, this is the shoulder season, off season. You got some big beautiful homes, and there is the Crested Butte Peak, as we can see right there. the famous little peak. And does that have snow on it? I know the one across the way has a little trickle of snow. There's some McMansions way up there on the hill, and then all those condos, you know, lining up against the area here. But this was all dark, but look at, you could literally just walk on these trails right here, and then they are starting to turn just beautifully. But look at the grove over there, absolutely incredible, and it's only going to get more and more better. Let's take these little girls for a little hoof about. I know people got to be staying here, but there's nobody. I don't see anybody, no workers or anything. It's an absolutely incredible building, but there's nobody there, and the parking lot is pretty empty where we are as well. Again, it's the shoulder season, kids are back in school, but I mean, why wouldn't you want to come out here? Absolutely glorious. Again, right here, this place is called Gateway. These kind of modern looking ones here, balconies, and it looks like those might be more like, you know, people's condos, homes. And then another set as we're heading up to like the main lift area. Coming back over here, we've literally already walked by 2 chairlifts. And then where is it? Obviously it's right there. Ta-da! That is the Crested Butte. That's what you're used to, seeing that little kind of peak where it goes up to the left like that. But look at over there. Yeah, there's actually a little bit of snow. That will melt, obviously. It's super quick, but yeah, turning luscious, beautiful colors. Stunning. So you literally can walk just out the back and head all the way up over yonder here. Now, I believe the family booked it. It's called St. Moritz Condominiums. And I think the Fam Jam booked it directly with the company, and that saves on Airbnb fees if you are wondering. So a little hack for you there. And because it's shoulder season, very well priced as well. Building some new decks before wintertime season. And then this, the Axtel building right over here. This is where I pushed in from, going the sidewalk route. There is the main lift, and unfortunately, no mountain bikers going up, at least right now at 9:15 in the morning or so. But there's a beautiful aspen grove right up here, because this is the bunny slope over here and like one of the main lifts. And I remember going through that area in, what was it, January, and there's just a beautiful aspen grove right through here. Goodness, there's some McMansions up there on the hill overlooking that. Absolutely stunning with the clouds right through here. And here we are again, ghost town. So this is a little trail. You come down right here, no uphill traffic, and this is the lift right here, hikers, bikers, and you get your lift ticket. That is a separate charge than a season pass. So unfortunately, I already have my Epic local pass, but let me go ahead and show you this. So they detach some of the chairlifts, and that's for your bikes right there, to attach your bikes. And then you sit, your bikes go up there like that. Hikers, obviously. Yeah, just a lot of dog walkers this morning. It is a ghost town. Nobody on the balconies, and just a few walkers hanging out. That place right up there above this building, there's square modern buildings up there. That can't be a house. If that's a house or 2 houses, those are monsters. But super modern, square framing. Oh, absolutely incredible. Yeah, this is, you sit and chill. I think maybe a little stage for maybe some music, maybe? Red Lady Express, that's the one where you go up on the mountain bikes. It says lifts close at 5, but they're not going today. So unfortunately, I think they're closed. Unfortunately, the whole entire time I'm here. I think it opens back up on the weekend, but this is where we were last night. And then I wandered through the little village right over there. There is a little rock climbing thing right there. So what happens in shoulder season before the skiers come is they realize that it's a really good spot and a really good time to work. So you got a lot of workers are just repairing things and, you know, again, putting on the decks. There's a shot right there. There you go. Welcome to Crested Butte, right with the peak and then the beautiful foliage. So the shoulder season is a great time to get everything up and running before prime winter time, because obviously if this was winter time, this whole slope right here would be packed. This is the bunny slope right here. And beautiful grove. I mean, as you can see right through here and then all right through here as well. But yeah, just stunning. Just stunning. Just a few walkers this morning. That's about it. Okay, I think we're going to go for a hike a little bit later, so we won't trek too far here. No, it's such shoulder season. The hours are now Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's no rentals available. Yeah, this is, now if you've come up here just for the downhill mountain biking, obviously, like I said plenty of times, then you definitely want to watch the calendar. I particularly love shoulder season when it's completely dead dead like this. And just a few local dog walkers, maybe some retirees, maybe some folks like myself that are just looking for a little vacation, little getaway. This place is open over here. They got some jackets up for sale, but no mountain bikes. There's your climbing wall right there. And then let's see, nice little roll off over there. Got probably some good scrap stuff over there, I'll tell you what. But it's absolutely stunning. You got the whole place to yourself. Come here with your morning coffee, all these chairs, you got benches. There's nobody here. There is nobody here. Well, again, if I wasn't doing 75 hard, 10 cup, summer hours, noon to 9 p.m. But they weren't open last night. It was 8:45. Maybe they closed down a little bit early. But look at this. They got skillet baked cookies. Pazookies? Yeah, BJ's Pizza does that. Homemade ice cream, specialty milkshakes, Lidge dessert waffles, skillet baked Pazookies, soft pretzels. 10 cup. Haven't had any, but sounds delicious. Come on, Robert. And then we're entering into the village area here with, of course, Crested Butte real estate right in front of us. So again, this is the main village area that was really dark last night, which is gorgeous. Again, these trees are going to turn right here, so you can stay here. A little coffee joint across the way over there. We got a little water bowl over here for the pups. Looking good. Where's that little water bowl? There it is. There's a little water bowl. There you go. Get some water, Robert. There's the bus that drops you off, picks you up. Again, Coffee Lab is over here. Christie Sports Adventure Center, main ticket office. That's where obviously you get the lift tickets if it's, running or durational. Oh my goodness, look at the flowers right here. I should have got up the Coffee Lab hot chocolate soft pretzels tamales, gluten-free and vegan options. Here's your rockers against a little propane little fire right here. And then the Grand Lodge. Yeah, see all the workers are putting some new shingles on. Got some buses going over here. I should have got the drone up. I'll get the drone up tomorrow morning for that morning shot of Crested Butte. But if you're looking at real estate, all these beautiful areas up here and a bar above, food and drink, which is not open, I don't think, right now. But again, just, besides a couple workers, couple walkers, not too many people here. Got your park tools, your pump, all your tools right here in your little bike stand. Rip-a-rooney, get it going. And they have it documented here. You got green for easiest, blue more difficult, and freestyle terrain, which is going to be orange right there. You could even grab your coffee, grab a stool, and just sit right here. There's nobody around. And just look at that beautiful view of the Butte. That balcony is dynamite right there. You got Roadhouse Bar and Grill up there. Doesn't look like it's open. And we are the only people out here. I did see a couple of hikers and one biker. We're going to try to make our way up to that beautiful gold vein right there. And so we're going to push off this direction here. Alrighty, folks, we're looking good. CB Mountain Outfitters. Here, let me show that free sign. There's a free sign right here. And all sorts of nice gloves right here. Fox, even shin pads maybe? Let's see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and get these real estate little guides out of the way here. But I asked him, so I was not greedy. I asked him if I could, and he said, hook up your crew. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are all like rental stuff, but some of these gloves are in really, really good condition. So I got a pair of Fox gloves, and they're kind of off sizes, but they definitely fit. So, and then I hooked up some of our crew that has kids or smaller hands. See, here's two pairs of Fox gloves, and then, dude, check this out. Medium elbow pads. I got one pair of large shin pads right here, and just put these in the wash. They're in great condition. Pair of red gloves for somebody's son or something like that for our crew. But several pairs of medium elbow pads, Fox. This is all Fox stuff. And the guy said it was totally cool. So there was some other people checking out the gear as well. And then one guy gave me a bag from the shop next door. And so literally just laced my crew up. I only got one pair of knee pads though, but I think I got like 3 pairs of elbow pads, a couple pairs of gloves. Fox, it's all Fox. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing. We got Rubert, Beesky Meesky. Now again, the only problem, I don't mind it. It's a ghost town. They do have free shuttle service as well. But even the 10 cup ice cream joint, it's actually closed. The guy said that they're only going to open up the downhill mountain biking for the weekend. And I think that actually started beginning of September. So For downhill mountain biking, certain things being open, you definitely want to come in the prime summertime. But I mean, we're leaf peeping, baby. We are leaf peeping. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Alrighty, so there in downtime right here. And we are heading up and away up into that Crested Butte right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you get up here off season, shoulder season. Absolutely beautiful. There she is, the Butte. We're gonna head up into that little crested Goldilocks right there. They're working on that McMansions up there and some other condominiums right there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is glorious. And then look at that hill way up there where we were skiing. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be biking this. And this is only like maybe 40% changed, 30%, 35. All these trees right here still need to go full color. Oh yeah, goodness gracious. Look at that. Alrighty, we got a disc basket right here in front of us, and I did see some more up there as well, so I could play some Los Discos. Be a bit of a hoof, but I've done it before in Beaver Creek. Alrighty, here is the beautiful trail map if you are wondering right here. Downtime is going to be where we are right now. Head up. Downtime is green. Colombian blue. Painter Boy, white and green. You got Woods Trail and Crusader, black. Deer Pass, blue, all the way on the left-hand side. And you can get all the way up to elevation 10,335. I don't know if Paradise Lift Express, if it's open, might take you all the way up there. Hikers can get up to the very top peak trail, 12,162. Oh, Captain Jack, that is a beefy one. That's probably downhill expert, but I'm gonna trek about this evening, see what we can get ourselves into. But Sharpshooter, downtime, up and away, orange. Alrighty, I'm huffing and puffing already. We are at 9,384 feet, Crested Butte, looking absolutely primo. Gonna take a green up about 3,000 more elevation, plus 2 hikes already today. So all this river surfing, and you just need to get that biking under your belt again. A little punchy actually from the condo to get here. Again, just different muscles. I've only been on the bike a couple times this whole summer. Besides that, it was river surfing. All right, taking the maintenance trail road up a little more, and we'll go downhill, run some laps on this. All right, first up, gonna be Avery. Little technical session. Lord bless me, protect me, keep me safe in Jesus' name, amen. Oh yeah, some drops. I hit gears. Oh wow. Yeah, a little tech. Not bad. Then you go into this trails merging. I don't know if I want to go all the way down or not. Couple jumps. Don't want to go too far down though. Oh, we can climb back up, I guess. Wait, this is the, I think that's the maintenance road. Oh yeah, that's a fun little section. Some nice jumps, but I don't want to go too far down, so I really don't feel like hoofing all the way back up there. So if you wanted to do laps, you could literally, but you got to climb. Here's one section of Captain Jack's. Looking good right here. Absolutely stunning though this evening. I don't know where this goes. I could go, that's gonna be kind of a push, I'll tell you what. I might at least get to that corner, see what I can get myself into, but wouldn't mind shuttling that a few times. A little single track this way, what looks pretty, going into the trees over here. There is behind me, well right here is, I don't know what lift that is. There's the fire road straight up, but right underneath the peak right there. So either I can go higher this way, but I might just go see where that tree line goes. I don't want to go too far over that way. I don't know where that goes. I think my brother was talking to me about this one, but maybe just go to that tree line, check it out, punch back up. Okay, this actually goes back home. So I think what I want to do to Red Lady Lift. Yeah, that's the one literally, I think, down where I need to go base area, Red Lady Lift. I'm not quite ready to go there yet. So I think I'm gonna maybe go backwards, punch up, maybe cruise that one more time maybe. That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Got some deer right here. Whew. Good news is, once you get your mountain biking legs out in front of you, it does get easier. That first push kind of sucked. There's not too much downhill. This is an uphill ride today. Definitely, let's see. I think I've only been on the bike 4 or 5 times all summer. Just river surfing takes precedence. Let's see, 9,877 feet. It is beautiful though. Look at Crested Butte right there. A little lactic acid coming up, feeling good. I'm gonna get to the top over here so we can get ourselves into. All right, just keeps going up. Obviously we'll cross over some trail somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure to be honest with you. So we're gonna go, oh, that is beautiful though. We're gonna go back down this way, maybe shuttle those jump sections one more time. This time choose a different section through the aspens and then come back up. Maybe, let's see here, I got about 40 more minutes of my ride for dinner. So let's go see what we can get ourselves into. I am wearing my brand new, well not brand new, but free elbow pads. Do be careful of the mud though. Make sure you don't slip out and your puddles will go around this. This is all what we just climbed. Watch your puddles and then we'll punch into the single track. I think we're gonna keep, let me see, make sure yeah, I think I climbed, yeah, I just climbed all this. But, is that a trail right there? Bucky? I need to make my way over. Yeah, I think this is a trail right in front of us. Bucky, I think. Let me see. If not, no, that doesn't look like a trail. Oh, that's right, we climbed up this. So let's go down, meet up with the nice single track through that grove of aspens. But, a little jump here. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go backwards now. A little bit tacky, but a little bit loose as well. They're almost like natural speed bumps for the trucks. Okay, so mountain bike trail crossing ahead. So this looked pretty fun. This is, what is this? This is, yeah, Captain Jack's. We just filmed this. Little rock jump off if you really wanted to, or cruise this. And then there's the road to get back up to where I want to go up there to cruise down. So let's, oh no, I think this just literally goes like right here. I want to shuttle that first one through the aspens and then punch out, do it again, and then climb back up there to go to the lift over by the condo over there. But there's Captain Jack's, goes through that section. You got to climb up there though, pretty deep. They are open. Their chairlifts are going to be open this weekend, but I think the guy said starting in September, they don't sell lift tickets, only on the weekend. All right, so we punched up there already. There's the jumps down there. Let's get out of this gear. There's a trail system in Colorado Springs on the Front Range. It's called Buckhorn, and it's just switchbacks and you get like no rest. Kind of reminds me of these trails. At least getting up to this section, there's absolutely no downhill and like very what I call neutral. This is boulder mason, jump skills required. And what happens is if it's only up and up and up, you never catch your breath unless there's a neutral section where you can kind of chill for a second, unless you stop. And so, you know, typically trail systems we do, it's always a little bit like punchy on the way up, but then there's always like sections where a little bit of downhill, you kind of catch your breath. But when it's up, that's where it gets you. All right, boulder mason. Last one we did was just up and around the corner there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this is pretty already. Pretty tacky, a little wet though, so be careful. Yeah, you're gonna slide out on some mud, so you gotta be a little careful. If it was dry, but super nice. Just gotta take it a little, oh boy, we got that. Yeah, I gotta take it a little slower when it's a little bit fun though, when it's a little wet. Okay, and then that goes, okay, then that goes through there, meets up right through there, and then this is the section which is super fun. So you come over here, trails merge, and then let's see, I think it's this side. Is it? No. Is it through the middle? Through the middle is the jump section. Fun though. And then if you want to shuttle, you should probably go down to the oh, fun. And then you got a little down here, up there, the road back up right there. Let's back that up a little bit. Watch the puddles though. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Look at that. And then, okay, there's the road right there. Then you can just shuttle back up. I mean, we might as well hit it since we're here. Little Toyota. Let me see. Whoop. Nice, huh? That's not bad. Little wall ride. Kind of hit the lip, go down, pop over there. Thought it was a little bit, that's actually not, I mean, that's not bad, but could be a little slippery with your tires. You always want to scope it out before you attempt it. And then here's kind of the zip lining, and then we'll just punch back up a little bit right here. And then there's the condo right over here. So that one trail system, I think, winds that way down over here. So definitely need to check that out. I didn't see the bin for the freebies. I think they took the bin back in, but wouldn't mind scoping that out one more time. That jump section though, I wouldn't mind hitting that one more time though. See, with the downhill, you catch your breath. Even though it's still work, you're catching your breath on that downhill, and then you can just kind of just chill a little bit. But when it's like this, is going to be super punchy to get back up to that section. And when I mean super punchy, I mean it's just a grind up. You put it in the granny gear and you grind up. This is when, I mean, I like working out, but if you wanted to run laps, get an e-bike, coast up this. There's a little neutrality right here. Catch your breath. You're like, Chris, a lot of excuses. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely last couple mountain bike rides, sucking more wind than I typically have. That's for sure. But your body gets used to it. It takes a little time. Even though I'm towards the end of my ride right now, I feel a lot better than I did at first punch up. Plus I'm on 75 hard. One more excuse. I haven't had a rest day. My rest day is surf skating. But remember, you're doing 2 workouts a day. I've already wasn't that strenuous of a hike earlier today, but we were out for a while. Walk and breathe this morning. Definitely getting some time on the bike, but look at that, how glorious that is. I'd like to get up there further, but it'd just be a pump. I've already mentioned it, but the contrast between the trees, evergreens. See, this is cool. If you punched up right there, this is when you need a chairlift or an e-bike, run laps, especially on off season. Oh man, let me get a shot of this. Look at that coming through the trees. I mean, look at that. Come on, so good. See, I wanna, if I had an e-bike, I wanna go deep. I mean, you can, it'd be a trek. Might do it tomorrow, but I should have gone up in there, yeah. Well, it's not too much further. 5 more minutes up there and then rip down. One last one, might as well. But look at these trails through the aspens. Come on, how beautiful is that? Tip of Butte. So the signs are really nice, up and away. That looks pretty. So there's really nice signs for hikers and two-way bicycling. A lot of the single track, you can't ride up it. So just be aware of that because it's downhill only. Just like the chutes, lower chutes that we do on the front range. You can't hike up it or bike up it. It's downhill only. And oh yeah, this was what we skied down right through here. This is the road and goes all the way to the bunny slope. Super pretty. Look at this grove up here. There's a small snowboard park up here on the top of that ridge, but there's Auburn. This is why I want to get up here. There's Auburn, the leaves green, yellow, and like Auburn, almost like blazed maples. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Jesus. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I'm a freaking warrior. A lot of it's mindset. A lot of it's mindset. There's a lift way up there. A lot of it's mindset. The body will. The mind will want to quit. The body wants to go. Body wants to go. Let's go. I don't get tired. I'm a freaking warrior. I'm a warrior for Jesus Christ. I got the full armor of God on, baby. I'm a warrior. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. This is easy. This is simple. This is easy. What that you say? What that you say? Easy, easy, easy. Oh man. Yeah, look at this like bike berm park thing over here. Oh man, looks epic. Wow. So this right here, oh man, no uphill climb. Okay, attention, no uphill traffic. Can't go uphill right here either. I mean, there's nobody here, but oh, look at that. A berm to a drop down. And then I think you go this way, base area there. Look at the Allburns. I think I can climb up there. Yeah, I think I want to climb up there, drop down, check out those Allburn trees. This is snowboard park up here. We snowboarded all down here before. This is really beautiful tree runs right through here. Lift is right here. Look at all the trails winding all through there. Good night. This weekend, if I was still here, I definitely would grab a lift ticket for a couple days. That's for sure. Ski run. Look at this. Look at this little huck off of a berm to this jump right here. And then, oh, what's that right there? Heading on down that direction. Look at the fall foliage. Look at that fall foliage. Come get some. Oh man, this guy just went up and through here pedaling. That might be the trail system for tomorrow, that direction. At least a couple more. I mean, look at this big old hit. Come into that. Oh, that's a sick feature. Berm and then berm out and just cruise. I might want to drop in, just take a little look-see. Look at all this nice firewood. There's nobody here. It's 6 o'clock. That's a big hit. Gotta get more speed than that, that's for sure. Let's go see what's up here in these Auburn trees, and we'll punch out. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that. This is, oh, sick. Drop in right by the Auburn trees. Timetable. Look at those trees. And then, obviously, this trail system comes down right here, so you would not want to be stopped right here where I am during prime traffic. But we're going to see what's up with this. Heck yeah. We're going to drop in here, see where this goes, head on back home. Lord bless me, protect me, keep me safe. In Jesus' name. Nice. I am in the wrong gear for sure. Oh, that's fun though. Some of these I don't know that I'm just gonna huck to flat because I don't know what they look like on the other side. Ooh, those are some big lifts. Nice, okay. And that was super fun. All right, well, let's clean you off here. So we got Lower Awakening, and then I'm gonna go down Lower Avery here. Probably meet up with the trail system. This is a orange black diamond, probably for tech and some drops like that. And then a little rock garden. That's not bad at all. Okay, wait, hold on. It's actually roped off a little bit, but okay, this is the upper section. And then this, it's a little rained out right now, but oh, look at this. Look at this. Let's get some speed. Punch out of here. Not bad. Okay. Little bridge right here. Bridge to, oh yeah, you gotta be careful of this. Little rock garden. A little wet, but oh, this is pretty. Hopefully the camera can get that. Let me raise the camera here for you. Okay. And this, you gotta be a little careful with it muddy like this. And then this punches out to the rock garden. Oh, I missed. Whoop. Missed the nice one. All right, that's a rock garden. Let's go back to the little bit better one, which is around the bend over here. Punch in here. Boulder Mason once again. Again, super fun. Just watch your lines, especially with the mud. And then this right here, you gotta go left unless you want to do a real get on your butt, but really clean. And then you punch out here where we were gonna hike it. Trails merge. Oh, a little bit of mud. We want the middle section right here. And then this is a fun little jump right here. It's a little gap and then another gap. And then it's a little lippy right here. We'll just huck to flat these. This one you could probably clear. Yep. And then berm up here through the aspens. And then remember we got our little down. Kind of hard with the mud, but whoop, yeah, you don't want to huck to flat that one. And then around the bend here is the Toyota. If you want to skip the Toyota, you go here, up, down, around. And then let's see, where do we go from here? Yeah, how do we get down from here? Might have to, let's see, no, that's punchy back up. Looks like they were working on something. Let me see if I can get down. Nice little berm working on right there. Oh, cool. Okay, here we go. Some other trail right here just to get down. Oh, this is the one that guy told me to climb up. And then you just got these like ending little things here. Little step up. And then it just winds down over here. You go this way or this way. Slow it on down, and you are back if you were taking the lift. And since we're right here, let's go and see if they left the bin out again. I don't think so, but we'll take a look tomorrow afternoon because it is dinner time. They do have a washing station up there. which the water's turned off. I'll have to figure that out so it doesn't dry on there, and we'll wrap that up for our first ride. Look at that view, folks, right out the bedroom window. Goodness gracious.